Welcome, villains, to episode 104 of the Rules of Villainy. I'm Villain Vince, joined as always by my two co-hosts, Villainy Andy and the mayor of Lorcana himself, Brad. How we doing tonight, gentlemen?
It's our birthday. We're two, guys. You believe it?
Does that mean we could crawl? Are we out? Or we can walk? Have we? I don't know. I don't know how kids work.
Yeah, I don't understand time anymore after 2020. So like I remember specifically people that I knew before 2020, and then I'd see them after all the isolation and everything, and their kids are like 5 years older and only 1 year had passed. Like I don't get it. I don't get time anymore and how kids age. It's crazy. I can't believe
Andy?
that we two. Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Sorry.
No, I'm speechless. That's crazy.
You're speechless.
2 years is a long time. It comes and goes so fast. Tomorrow it'll be tomorrow of recording, but yesterday, by the time you're listening to this, is our 2 year, right? The 9th?
Yeah, the 9th.
Which is also Kirsten and I's wedding anniversary and engagement anniversary. So
happy anniversary.
Yeah, we realized that like yesterday that we were like, oh shoot, that's coming up soon. So it all goes by so quick.
Yeah.
Just buy each other Attack of the Vine packs.
Probably getting more. You get new tattoos every anniversary, right?
Yeah, we get new tattoos this year. We do it based on the it's like the gemstone anniversary year things, but like the first couple of years aren't gemstones. They're just like trash mostly. It's like paper and like iron and like wood and stuff like that. So this year is copper, and so for wood we did a Woody tattoo from Toy Story.
You should get
We're gonna probably do copper from Fox and the Hound.
Let's go.
That's cute.
Are you gonna do the big beater copper or like the little baby copper?
I don't know. Might do the little baby copper because it's smaller and simpler. You know, fingers crossed, knock on wood. You know, we're gonna have a lot of tattoos to fill in here over the years, and you know, copper has some really nice details you can put into his big droopy wrinkly face and stuff. But we gotta keep it small. So like probably a little cartoony one.
Yeah. That's sweet. I love that. What tattoo are you getting, Vince?
Remember when we were in Seattle? And I'm gonna say that's coming up close to being almost 2 years ago.
October,
as well.
Yep.
We all talked about getting Lorcana tattoos.
And then we walked past the tattoo place, and I said, "Hey, look, tattoos!" And everyone was like, "Oh,
I'm not brave enough."
I was like, "Yeah, okay, you guys aren't brave enough." Exactly. I was ready to walk in. Sign me up.
Mine and Emily's first trip together. We were just together a month or two, and we went out to Kansas City for Planet Comic-Con to see some artists and get some signatures and just have a good time. And everywhere we went, it seemed like every corner there was a tattoo shop doing walk-ins welcome. And and I don't have any tattoos. And we teased the idea of how funny would it be if we went and did this. But in my mind, I'm like, but what if we don't work out? It's going to be a really bad decision. But now we're regretful because we're married, and it's like we should have done it.
You get matching tattoos based on the occasion. So like when we on our honeymoon, Kirsten and I got like the Space Needle with like a little design for Seattle because that's where we went, and like that doesn't say her name on it, right? So like you said, oh, what if it doesn't work out? You just get Comic-Con logo or Comic-Con thing. What you do is you get your favorite character or person from Comic-Con to sign your arm with a marker, and then you get the tattoo artist to go over that. And that signature is the tattoo.
Tattoo advice.
You guys want to get Ryan Miller
from Andy.
It's tattoo time. Tito time is out. It's tattoo time now.
No, we got to get Greg Tito's signature tattooed on us. Where do you think we should get it? Left or right? cheek.
Well,
Greg on
speaking
the
of
left arm and Tito on the right arm. That's
speaking of Greg Tito, did you send all of the postcards to Greg Tito from?
I
I did
haven't
not.
yet.
I need to. I still need to. We
We
need to
talk
do
a lot
that.
of
We're
we
getting
talk a lot
more
of big game
postcards,
here.
so
We're about to get a whole bunch of new postcards.
yeah.
Because as we get into Underworld news, we've got Attack of the Vine pre-releasing very, very shortly. And Brad, you've got an event you want to
one
let our
of
folks know about.
multiple events coming up at game night throughout the rest of the year. This one specifically, though, is the pre-release for Attack of the Vine, where we currently have 23 of 48 people signed up for the cap. And I just take a lot of pride in people showing up and having a good time at events that we're hosting there at a great store that I also host every Monday night. They're great to us. They love us. We love them. And wanted to give them a shout out to hopefully get more people to come enjoy the pre-release. And they're also generous in giving us a playmat to raffle off. We used to do it to the winner of the night, but now that the field is so big, we can't have a clear winner in the time frame that we have. So it's become a door prize, but it's still very generous to get that out there. One of the new playmats from the set will be raffled off, and it's gonna be a really, really good time. We usually have a lot of people, a lot of cool cards, a lot of enchanteds, and we'll get some pictures and just show everybody how much fun they're having playing the game.
Winner of the Night sounds like a song from a sequel to Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
How's
All right.
that song go, Vince?
I don't know. Something like Lorcana, winner of the night. I don't know. That's
beautiful. Come to game night on Monday night to hear more of that.
I think actually that might deter folks. Maybe don't. But yeah, let's get into our main segment as we're talking about Attack of the Vine. And we're gonna rank the legendaries.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Let's head on over here.
Well,
bring up this legendary ranking.
Look at that beautiful tier.
Yeah, look at this. We're gonna need to talk to the Rules of Villainy development team and see if we can maybe get a custom ROV tier list. Maybe instead of like S, A, B, C, D, it's like Ruby in various states of like happy or sad, right?
Yeah.
Or like her evil version.
S tier is like
her...
the evil version,
yeah. We've got our villain version, I should say.
Which was completely an accident.
Hero tier. D is hero tier. S
D is hero tier.
S, I think, should be Ruby with the gloves and the glasses holding a golden Mickey. DKP here.
Yeah.
Ruby dressed as DKP.
All right. So first up, we're going to do this in ink order, although we have dual links, so it's going to be a little weird. But we're going to start off here with the Horned King. So the Horned King is a 5-cost uninkable, merciless master. It's a 5 strength 4 willpower, storyborn villain, king sorcerer, and it's got the power Cauldron's Power. While this character is exerted, you may play characters from your discard. If you do, they enter play exerted. You pay all cost, and it quests for 1 lore.
Woof. How do you guys feel about this guy? Like, my mind goes straight to, like, this is an aggro card, right? You don't like all your stuff that you're aggroing, that you're flooding the board with, that goes away really quickly because they're easily removed, and you no longer have a hand anymore. You're now just playing it out of your discard, but at the cost of making them vulnerable. Is that how you read this card? Is it
an aggro card though?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Lilo was not bad bringing it back from the discard exerted. Like, that deal was not terrible, but I don't know that you necessarily want to do that all the time. I feel like the cards you want to play from your discard are the ones that have good enter the battlefield effects.
Sure.
Things like a Hades. I think it was said off camera but you were talking about Cauldron.
Mhm.
The Cauldron, maybe that was just in your notes or something, but it's like the Cauldron card. So if you think about that, that isn't used in aggro decks to collect a bunch of
Sure.
characters. Granted, this is a lot easier, right? They board wipe, you play this, next turn you quest, you can then play like all of your little characters from the discard.
Yep.
Um,
That's how I imagine it. Because the Cauldron, you can only put one thing in at a time. You can play everything out of it at once, but you can only put one thing in it at a time. So that's slower than this potentially.
I mean, it can 5 ink and then having it survive and quest another turn is going to be, I think, maybe a tall order for
Sure.
an aggro deck, especially with an uninkable card. But I could see it potentially working similar to how the Cauldron does, but in maybe more control based deck. If I can play a Cindy and a Moana for my discard,
Pretty
now
good.
I get a trigger from the Cindy, I get the Moana, the Cauldron. And it is faster, than the Cauldron in that you don't have to pay one, wait a turn, pay one, wait a turn, etc. But it does have to stick around, right? You can't immediately gain its benefits unless we know of some way. Aren't there cards that allow it to come into play exerted? There's an item, I think.
Might be. I'm not sure.
Pocahontas's headband.
Let's find out.
Arrow. It gives chosen character, the next character you play this turn enters play exerted and has bodyguard.
Oh wow.
So I think is one of the cards. I know it because I want to avoid it in limited, basically. But that is not.
It's Chief Powhatan's staff.
Oh, Powhatan's staff. Okay.
Yeah. The next character you play this turn enters exerted and gains bodyguard until the start of your next turn. It is a 1-cost inkable item with exert and 1 ink to do the effect.
Yeah, so that's interesting. It could help out with a card like this, but I don't know.
I guess my question is,
I digress.
do you think this card gets played? We didn't really see Cauldron get played a lot in previous sets. It was in a few decks, but it really never rose to being super played in any high level meta deck. So we do have rotation coming in, but do you think that we see this get played?
I think this or
Cauldron
the
sticks around.
Cauldron sticks around more as an item, and it would only found its place in Sapphire.
Rotation, sorry.
Oh, Cauldron. Yeah.
I meant, I just meant we keep.
Sorry. But Sapphire Amber was where Cauldron really stuck around because it was so easy to ramp up and have enough resources to actually use the Cauldron quite a bit and recycle the Hades and whatever you needed out of there. I saw some really wicked plays being used with the Cauldron and that really, wanted me. I had it in my blue, my Sapphire Amber that I played quite a bit there at the end of Whispers and didn't get to use it a lot, but I think a lot of people favor bodies over items, especially with this set bringing in a lot more item hate. That I still think the Cauldron sticks around more than a Glimmer, of course, but I don't know. It's something about characters on board win you games. Items don't unless you're playing Infinity.
Cauldron. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Cauldron is a great one of, just like Merlin's carpet bag. That when you have it after you've done all of the other things that your deck needs to do, the card alone can then help win games and push you over the hill. It's like a really, really good card in that sense. I don't think you need that ability enough for the Horned King to see play. I think the fact that it can be removed immediately. 5 cost. We're in let it go territory. If you ramped, we're in Hades territory. Thunderbolt, it's gone by a Thunderbolt. Decent strength, So if it were me, I see this card as a potential replacement for the Cauldron, and I kind of like the Cauldron better, especially because it's only one of. I don't really want the character. it's more expensive. In an aggro deck, though, maybe you're right, Brad. Maybe that's Willow. Now it's a little cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if I did have 5 ink and 5 1-drops in my discard, well, now we're cooking, main.
Yeah.
Could be really interesting there. So what are we thinking? We thinking C tier, B tier?
Yeah, I think early estimations here. I don't have it very high. I'm curious to see what better players than I do come up with it. I love the Horned King. I think that the character's cool, the franchise is cool, but I don't see me playing this card until it's fully grasped. So I would say probably C tier, just to start off a little further down, because we will hit some bangers here in a little bit. What do you think, Andy? Is that fair?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one. Brad, you want to take this?
Yeah, this is Pocahontas and Miko, Adventurous Friends. They are a 4-cost inkable 2/3, 2 willpower, or 2 strength, 3 willpower with a shift 2 ability. Storyborn team, hero, and princess, and they have evasive with the ability welcome return. Sorry, I'm looking at it on a very small screen. I should probably make that bigger. Whenever this character quests, you may return chosen character of yours with 1 cost to your hand. If you do, you may play a character with 1 cost for free. And it seems very, very evident that they are referring to the 1 cost Miko from last set or 2 sets ago. That comes out. It's a 1 cost uninkable that quests for 2, but if he's exerted at the end of your turn, you have to either discard a card or banish him. So this is kind of a card to get him out of that situation and hopefully keep questing for 2 safely. I like it. I haven't played Amber Amethyst in quite a while. I should say this card also quests for 2. I don't think I said that the first time. What about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's an aggro card, right? I like it. If evasive makes it harder to get to, right? 2/3 is not great. 4 cost 2/3 quest for 2 is not a great stat line. But a shift 2, there are decent Pocahontas cards in Amethyst with that 2 cost, right? There is that 1-drop Miko, although like you said, you kind of want that Miko for other things. I think there's potentially more Pocahontas and Miko cards in this set that probably help this out that I'm just not aware of. But shift 2, not bad. Ideal scenario, I guess quest, you play something 1, play something 2, quest something, shift this on the other character, quest it, bounce that character back, play it again. The remaining ink.
I think the nut line here being I've been playing a lot of the Pocahontas in my Amethyst Steel. It would be Miko on 1, Pocahontas on 2, the tag another character so she can quest for 3 on her next turn, and then and you have to discard a card to keep the Miko, unfortunately. But then when you shift the Pocahontas the next turn after questing with her to get the 5 lore, then you're sacrificing 1 strength for 1 higher willpower, and you can use that extra ink to play the
1-drop
Miko, the 1-drop again. So it seems interesting. I'd have to see it in motion because I don't feel like I conveyed it correctly there. But
there's a 1 cost
as you were talking,
1/3 Miko too, which is nice.
Oh, is it really? Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that just goes to demonstrate how understated this card for its cost. And the question is do you value its ability? Do you value it being evasive? And I think the downside for me is in the color pairing that it's locked to and being in that 4-drop slot. Which, I mean, we've got cards leaving Amethyst in rotation, but you think about cards that you have in this 4-drop slot lot right off the head. It's like you've got Isis, you've got Dale, you've got Dumbo, so you've got a lot of competition, I think, in this 4-drop slot. And so I'm just not sure at what synergy this works outside of that kind of Miko thing you were both talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Real quickly. Is this the first set we have Dual Links again for the first time in several sets?
Since Reina Jafar.
For the first time in forever.
Let's go. That's exciting. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, I think like I'd have to look at 4-cost songs. Shift 2 is not nothing, and there are 2 different 1-drop Miko targets, and there are 2 different 2-drop Pocahontas targets. And the 2-drop Pocahontas is actually a really good card that I think we'll potentially talk about later, or not because we're talking about it now. But the 2 cost, when you play this character, you may play a character with cost 1 for free.
Is it this one here?
Yeah. You may play a character with cost 1 for free. So now you're playing 1-drop Miko, 2-drop Pocahontas plus another 1-drop Miko. Then you're shifting the Miko and the Pocahontas, bouncing the other Miko, or shifting on the Pocahontas or whatever, bouncing it back. Plus the other Pocahontas from set 11, I believe, the legendary, with the art by Alice Pisoni, is shift 3. 5 cost 3/6 shift 3. When you play this character, if you shift to play her and none of your characters challenge this turn, characters can't challenge until the start of your next turn. So that's a card that I've been seeing people talk about potentially using as like sort of a Mega Tiana, right? Yeah. Like you build up this decent board, you maybe do some Pocahontas Miko shenanigans early, and then you shift this Pocahontas because now you've got plenty of Pocahontas and Mikos lying around, and now they all have they all can't be challenged, so you get another big swing, kind of like back in the Kita days. So I'd certainly put it.
I'm kind of getting sold.
Yeah, I mean, I would play it probably more likely than the Horned King that we just saw, right?
100%.
So it's probably B tier at least for me. I wouldn't be surprised if I was far off on that and it actually ended up being like A or S tier. This, it has potential. Potential.
I'm confident in a B or an A there. I'll leave it to you, Vince.
Yeah, I think B is a solid B tier card with that. You sold me. I was originally like high C, but I got sold there at the end.
Yeah, I'm sold because I really want to play Pocahontas now. I only have one of that shift, though. I remember back in the set champs, I'm going to keep it really short here at Collector. Last set, Tyler was playing some Pocahontas cards. It really gave me some trouble for the time with some John Smith shenanigans with the anti-challenge stuff or whatever, and this Pocahontas shift. And now I'm very interested in building around that. That seems really cool. But anyway, let's move on.
All right, let's move on to the next card. Andy, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. We've got Woody and Buzz Lightyear, Best Buddies. It's a 7 cost, 4/4 Storyborn Team Hero Toy Captain, with
a lot of tags.
Amber Emerald, Shift 5. And it is like the team shift, I guess they call it now. You may pay 5 to play this on top of one of your characters named Woody or Buzz Lightyear. First ability, to infinity. When you play this character, if chosen opponent has more cards in their hand than you, draw cards until you have the same number, aka the Clarabelle effect.
Oh, great.
And beyond, whenever this character quests, you may play a card with 2 cost or less for free, aka the Woody ability, and it quests for 3.
Fantastic.
So it is.
So what we're saying is Amber Emerald isn't going anywhere. The dogs are gone, but the colors are staying.
Yeah, no, toys is coming back with a vengeance, I think. To avenge the dogs. I mean, this honestly, Andy, as you're saying the cards, saying the ability, I think that sums it up. I mean, for me, this is definitionally an S tier card.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I feel like it is. I don't know why. Like when you play this color pairing, like I don't know what else you're doing that's not including this card because it seems that good.
Yeah,
there is one problem with it, and that is they do have an enchanted, which is really beautiful.
Oh my god, it's so
They
good.
did the thing. They did the thing that all movie posters do, and it says Woody and Buzz Lightyear, even though Woody's name is under Buzz Lightyear's name, and Buzz Lightyear's name is under Woody's name.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into why it's like
Brad,
that. But
Brad gave us an entire lesson on movie poster billing and iconography. So
is it because Woody is the higher paid
yes
billed actor?
That's exactly what it is. And I think there's also elements of him being higher on the card too. Like if we were actually doing this like a movie poster, like
which they are, Cinema
know,
Mayhem.
Yeah. But yeah, for years, you look at these, and when I don't know actors as a child, I'm like, I'm seeing the names above this, and like Charlize Theron over Nicolas Cage. I'm like, that's not who that is. It all made sense years later when I actually learned about the behind the scenes stuff. But
called Nicolas Cage, Charlize Theron. That's high praise. That's high praise.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa. The enchants at the set are pretty crazy.
I can't wait to talk about them. Yeah,
about more of that. But yeah, I think S tier. We got any disagreement? Anything else?
I'm gonna vote for A tier just to maybe balance it out. It sounds like it's gonna go in S anyway. But the one thing I do want to point out is very, 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 very understated. 7 cost for 4 quest for 3 is pretty bad. You could be playing something like a Milo Thatch or something cheaper because you're playing Amber. But and even Shift 5, kind of expensive. And you have to get that Clarabelle effect, the to infinity part off. If you don't, it's just infinitely worse essentially than regular Woody, because Woody draws you a card and then lets you play a 2-cost card for free. So this, if you think about it, Amber Emerald was not playing Clarabelle before. Their goal was not to dump their hand and draw a bunch back from a Clarabelle. So I'll be curious to see how people build this into something. I agree. This looks to me like a card that should not have been printed. Right? Like all the words together on this card. It's just too many cards, Ravensburger. How many words were you adding to this card before you were like, maybe we don't?
Are we sure that they didn't change the font so that they could fit, like, an essay, like they were trying to create a word minimum? I agree. I think you make really fair points about it being understated, and I think you're right about its that it has to get that draw effect. I think the one thing it has going for it in I think we all agree, or at least conceptually agree, that toys in this color pairing is really trying to replace that aggro dogs, and they don't have a tramp. They don't have that ability to draw cards or to like kind of scry through their deck a little bit. And I think if you can get that ability off, that is what this replaces for that player. But I think you're right that this is significantly much more easy to remove, I think, than Tramp is, right? Because you've got, you could fairly easily, I think, with a decent sized board, you could strength it. You can
Zeus
Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Under the Sea is in range too, because Della's Under the Sea, or Mickey Under the Sea, or what I've been testing is someone will lose their head Under the Sea, Sapphire, which is another -2. So 4 is still a vulnerable strength range.
You brought me back down to the A tier, I think, because I 100% agree. You have to get that draw. That draw is great.
I think it's fair in S tier. I mean, like, maybe the line is like, do all the toy stuff early, you shift the Woody, do more toy stuff, and then the last card in your hand is this. And because you have Willow and 3 or 4 ink or something, you're able to shift this Buzz out and draw 3-4 cards.
I think this card's going to look amazing in person too. Just like the way that his gloves and everything are coming off, because they're always popping out now. Like, I think this is going to look amazing.
Yeah, with the resin on it.
Yeah.
The only thing that pushes this into S tier for me is that you, unlike the Clarabelle, where you have to wait till the end of the turn to draw cards, this is when you play this character. So you can be pretty strategic about when you're going to play this to then be able to play more cards that turn, assuming you have enough ink. So I think there's a ballpark here why that has. But again, I agree with you, Andy, that you really do have to get that first ability off for it to be super valuable.
Well, let's
do
put it in S tier for now, and we can always move it later if S tier gets too crowded with better cards or something.
Okay.
This is definitely the best legendary we've seen for a while.
For sure.
All right. And the next card here is a 4-cost uninkable in Amethyst, the Merida Wisp Conjurer. It's a 3 strength, 3 willpower, Dreamborn hero, princess, sorcerer. It's got 2 abilities. Focused energy. This character may enter play exerted to draw a card. Second, during your turn, whenever another character of yours enters play exerted, you may draw a card, and it quests for 1.
Yeah.
So, first off, 4 cost, 3/3, enters play exerted, draw a card. This is worse than the other 4 cost draw cards we still have access to. Dolores Madrigal is a big one. If your opponent has an exerted character in play, when you play this draw cards, 4 cost inkable, 3/3, quest for 2 in Amethyst. There's other cards you could maybe argue about, like the 4 cost inkable Bruni, banish gains a card. Even just a 3 cost draw card. So like 4 cost 3/3 enters play exerted, it's gone. Like you have to have something to help it along.
Yeah.
And then I am really intrigued by its second ability. But like, what am I gonna do? Play a bunch of bodyguards?
That's what I was about to ask. Is this one where you establish a bodyguard before you play her, so that they have to at least go through them first? Because you can't play the bodyguard on the same turn, and then, like you said, it's really hard to count on her. Well, you can not on curve.
Not on curve. Right.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, you can't rely on her to be a lot still on board on turn 5 when you could drop a bodyguard to protect her. So. But you also don't have to drop her in exerted either, unless you really want that card. So you do have that ability.
Why would you play her then?
Yeah.
What are we playing? A 4 cost uninkable 3/3 to quest for 1 if we're not drawing a card off of it here, mate.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Genie was a 4/2 that quest for 2, and it was evasive.
Yep.
So I think there are 2 scenarios where this card matters, right? Does exerted matter? We're starting to see exerted matter cards. So we've got like the Mickey, this is the Traveler, right? That we see play
Expedition Leader.
Yeah. Expedition Leader, thank you. And then we've got bodyguard characters. We also have characters that can ready other exerted characters too. So you could put this card in exerted to draw that card, then ready a card. So I don't know. I think this is really expensive. Like, I'm trying to find a way to give it its leeway, but at least for right now, you think about this card, this has got to be one of the most expensive ways the game has set to draw a card.
Yeah.
I mean, is Seeking the Hexwell Crown still in rotation?
No,
it's like
that was
6 cost uninkable item, pay 2 and exert to draw a card. I think its ability has 8 costs to draw 1 card. Did
Hexwell Crown rotate like in out of Ursula's? Wasn't that an Ursula's card?
It was or right after Ursula's or something like that. So
it's a different one.
My immediate thought for this card was the Tinkerbell, Insistent Fairy, the one we saw Illuminator Fortune do well at that tournament we hosted at Impact. Remember with the Ruby Sapphire, where everything thing 5 strength or more come into play exerted, gain 2 lore.
Yeah.
Now it's coming into play exerted. You're gaining extra lore and drawing a card, but this is rotated out as well. I tend to agree with Vince. This is an incredibly, not just like cost expensive, but like just resource in general expensive. You have to have cards that are able to get into play exerted. Amethyst does not have bodyguards naturally. There are other cards that enter play exerted, but it really feels like not the greatest draw engine that exists out there.
I do have one question though. Is this one of the first sorcerer cards we've seen in a long time?
I don't
Potentially.
know about. I didn't even realize she was a sorcerer. But I wouldn't think so.
I would have to go and look, but I don't
I will
feel
do
like
that for you.
between my son.
Actually, the Horn King.
we had the Horn King. The Horn
who's a
King is one.
sorcerer.
Yeah.
There's several in this set.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot that they're just kind of inconspicuous.
But we don't.
The Queen.
But we don't.
The Green Queen legendary from last set, the 5/3/4 cost that draws you a card and gives them lore, is a sorcerer.
We just don't really pay attention to the sorcerer tag a whole lot. Like the only time that it actually mattered
brooms. What
before was brooms.
Yep.
Yeah,
hashtag bring back brooms.
Yeah, hashtag bring back brooms.
BBB.
Honestly, I'll tell you what, this card, I don't think it would be terrible in brooms, actually, for like an infinity deck. But that doesn't put it high up in the list for me.
Why would it be? Why would it not be terrible in brooms?
Well, I was saying because if this card could enter play, you could draw another card. It's likely going to be another broom. You could probably cheat that broom out with Mickey. I don't know. It could be something.
So
yeah, it shares that slot with Mickey. That's a whole nother conversation. Don't get me started on brooms.
So let me
we'll go all night.
Let me run this by you. Ready? How about this?
Yeah.
Okay. So turn 4, you've played this, you've drawn a card. Or maybe you haven't, right? You're like, I'm good. Then
I don't want that card.
The next turn, turns out you're playing Amber. So you've shifted your Rockstar Stitch on top of your smaller Stitch. And then you spam the board with 1 or 2 drops.
1 drop.
The question is, however, we need to talk to Googly here because I believe Rockstar Stitch
You have to bring it up.
I believe Rockstar Stitch says whenever you play a character with cost 2 or less, you may exert them to draw a card. So I don't know that they come in exerted.
I don't think it enters exerted. Yeah. So it wouldn't trigger.
However, backup plan. I'm always prepared. We bring the Horned King back because they do enter play exerted. The characters that you play from your discard are so
there we go.
Yeah,
now
we got it.
You're bringing all your 1 drops back. So now it is in an aggro deck again, like Brad said.
Yeah,
but you're drawing a card from everyone whom you're bringing back. We're getting into magical Christmas land here. I can already
they are sorcerers.
Smell the cinnamon and the eggnog. I think I'm going to put this in D tier. I'd put it in F tier, but 1, we don't have an F tier, and 2, it has the word draw a card in it. I'm
good with this being D tier.
All right.
Let's
just all be proven wrong later.
Yeah, we might all be proven wrong.
Yeah, somebody might break it.
Let's move on to the next one here.
All right. Yeah, we have a spicy one. This is a 6-cost inkable Christopher Robin, dual ink, amethyst, and sapphire. He's a 4/4. He is the Honey Sage, Dreamborn Hero, and Honey. 2 abilities, gather the party. You can have other Honey characters in your deck, regardless of ink type, which is just insane. And magical summons. When you play this character, you may search your deck for a Honey card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. If you do, shuffle your deck. This card quests for 2 and breaks the game in regards to ink colors and deck building.
Let me pose this scenario to you, right?
Okay.
It is when this comes out this month. It's 3 months from now. 2 months from now, right? It's right during set champ season. You're scrolling through Facebook and you read this post. My opponent, turn 1 played a green Rue card. Turn 2 played a ruby Tigger card. Turn 3 played a sapphire card. And then it turns out that they forgot to put the Christopher Robin in their deck, but they had it on their deck list. And the judge gave, there is going to be my point is there's going to be a crazy host and a crazy rule scenario. There's just gonna this is going to be very confusing until maybe it isn't when you play the Christopher Robin. But what am I supposed to do? Like, if I play this whole game and I don't see the Christopher Robin, am I supposed to ask to see the rest of their deck? Like, is that fair?
I would think that's fair. Yeah. Like,
in between rounds, if I don't see a Christopher Robin, but they played multiple colors, I should ask them to show a Christopher Robin from their deck and then shuffle it back into their deck to prove that they have it.
Well, reasonable? I think what we've heard thus far from Ravensburger is that we should assume that if they're playing honey characters and other inks,
they have
that they have it. And if you think that they don't, you should call the lore guide to verify their deck.
That's fair.
I mean, obviously too, I think for most people, if you ask, be like, hey, I didn't see a Christopher Robin. Can you show me one in your deck real quick between games? I think an opponent should be fine to do that. But if you've got really serious concerns, I think there are people that are going to forget to put this on the card in their deck.
Shouldn't. The whole deck is built around this card. Like,
it brings me to my point here, which is that this card is not the greatest, right? So I don't know all the honey cards. If there is a few good honey cards, like impactful, valuable honey cards, then searching your deck for one is definitely worthwhile. But to me, most of the honey cards I've seen are kind of these 1, 2, 3 cost cards that kind of synergize off each other a little bit, but they're all just kind of like,
this is the one you got to worry about,
right? They're honey fodder. Oh, this is the one
3 cost.
What?
Yeah, this is Kanga. She said, "Singer."
Why do I have to worry about this? Why should I have to worry about this?
Let it go.
Let it go. Okay, yeah. I mean, but if Christopher Robin 6 cost, no shift, 4/4 comes down, only quest for 2. It's basically draw 1 meh card, right? Like, there is this hyper synergy with all these honey cards and all that, but I feel like.
But you only need one, Andy. You only need one to get its first ability, because it's the only one that's ability exists, and it happens in the deck.
Yep, from wherever it is in the deck.
it just needs to exist in the deck.
So
which is crazy.
If I have it on my deck list, but I accidentally leave it in my deck box, and then I shuffle up my cards and I play the game, what's the ruling there? Comprehensive Rules Section 32-4 states.
And
then
rule number.
This is
I mean, don't get me started on. I really wish we had better player correction guidelines. But I think
that's the player correction guideline.
Loss for sure. Yeah,
no, that's the game loss. That's the player correction guideline for everything, Vince. Is game loss. They do something you don't like, bro. Game loss them. I'm on board with it. Just game loss everywhere.
They won't do it again. They shouldn't do it again with a game loss.
It should be a game loss. It should be a fundamental, just failure of a deck checker.
You pass the judge test. I think they should send you one of those cartoon pistols that when you shoot it, a little flag pops out and it drops down and says game loss. And that's like you do something sus, bro. Game loss.
But yeah, I don't know. This card, I'm so conflicted on whether or not I think this card is going to be good because of that gathering of party ability, or it's going to be bad because the honey cards aren't that good.
Yeah,
I
put it middle of the road.
Been testing it, right? ROV Junior team Link.
That's right.
Should we have him on the podcast to see?
That would be up to his dad. But he's been creating deck lists and giving us cool ideas on what he wants to do with it, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
He's been
But-
doing well so far with this deck in
Okay.
his limited amounts of testing.
Sure.
He's got a decent testing party at home on his own. I mean, his dad,
Yeah.
very
I
skilled
know.
player. His brother also knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But yeah, what do you guys think? Let's put. I'm thinking it's the middle of the road because I just don't know if it's gonna flop or if it's gonna actually perform. I think B
in
or
B.
C would be happy with me.
B? Okay, all right. That's a little higher than I would have thought, but
Yeah,
I'll allow.
Low B, low B, high
low
C.
B.
Yeah, I would have put it above Horn King, below Pocahontas. So I think either of
Yeah.
those are fine. I have no
Yeah.
real strong.
We can always push it down if we have to. So
All
that
right.
puts us
All right.
out of Amethyst and into Emerald, right?
Yeah, the next one's you.
The next one is me, and I get Mushu. Mushu is a 3-cost inkable Mushu Stealthy Dragon. He's a 3/2 storyborn allied dragon. He is evasive, quests for 1, and he has the ability Tip the Scales. Whenever this character quests, if an opponent has more cards in their hand than you may draw a card. So, and the art is by Tom and Kristen. I can't read it; it's too small. I'm just guessing. I hope that's right.
I think it's Tom Bancroft. Yeah.
But this is a really interesting card. What do you think, Brad?
Why?
Why? So, like,
Yeah.
it is evasive. It all comes down to the question of, can this 3/2 survive in the meta that exists? Does this 3/2 survive? I think we're probably tipping on no.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Right. But, if we're going to consider that cards like the 2/3 evasive Pocahontas and Miko might stick around, if we're considering that this 5/4 the Black Cauldron guy, now I can't even remember his name.
The Horn King.
Horn King. I kept wanting to say Mordu. It's not Mordu.
It's not Mordu.
This ability, which is basically the medium Clarabelle ability, is, very, very powerful. And, in a amber or in an amethyst emerald, like tempo deck kind of thing, this is going to net you a ton of cards potentially. The problem is like, like you said, does it survive? How many people are playing 3 arrows, right? How many people are playing Pumpkin, sure. But I think this would be played in a deck that has a lot of other evasives as well. Probably with Amethyst. I think this would be played in Amethyst along with something like Dumbo, so that you have double value out of it, even if you're not going to be able to get the...
I mean, even Fire the Cannons takes this.
Yeah, Fire the Cannons does. So it is understated at a 3-cost 3/2. A 2-cost should be a 3/2, but it has the evasive to try to keep it around, and that Tip of the Scales ability is very good. I'd put this. I feel like
that ability is so tempting. It's just like ooh, see, I can draw you a card, maybe if I survive. And I feel like this is one of those. This to me reads as kind of a classic trap card in a way in which it's like you think this is going to be really good, and then it turns out to not be good because it almost gets removed immediately. But that being said, I think like you have to value card draw in the game, and in the right deck, especially as you're saying, I think you're right. Amethyst is its probably best home for this to synergize with other evasive cards. Primarily getting an extra Dumbo effect on it. Having an evasive card is not nothing. It does make it more challenging to remove from your opponent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I put it at least high B tier. I think it's definitely better than Pocahontas.
We haven't considered it with any of the other cards, but when I look at this card, I think it's great in limited.
In limited, it's pretty.
Yeah, evasive and get you cards.
We can put it in A. We got nothing in yet.
Yeah,
you'll have less cards. You want to put it in A for now to even it out?
Yeah, sure. We'll put it in A.
All right.
All right. Next card.
Potentially
We
one of
got
the best ones.
the 7 cost inkable Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse adventuring duo in Emerald Sapphire. It's a 5 strength, 5 willpower, Dreamborn team hero. This is a duo shift 0. You may pay 0 to play this on the top 2. I'm sorry, let me say that again. To play this on top of 2 of your characters, one named Mickey Mouse and one named Minnie Mouse, and then it has the ability, thinking of you, if this character will be banished, put them into your inkwell, face down, and exert it instead. And this card quests for 5 lore.
That's pretty
Wild.
good.
Oh my god, this card is
crazy.
wild.
Bonkers.
Yeah. And what's it's crazy how easy it is to get them out there. First of all, it's crazy how easy it is to get them out there. It's crazy that no matter, there's only 2 things that I can think of off the top of my head that stops all 3 of those cards from going into their inkwell when you have to get rid of it because it quests for 5. A fourth of the game comes from this duo shift alone. Hades looking for a deal allows you to give them the option to bottom it, but would they ever do that? Probably not. Or you have the Emerald Chernabog that allows you to put it back in their deck, but then they can play something from there. Yeah, play something for free. But anything else you do to this card is just ramping them by 3. It is insane.
Under the sea. Yeah, there's other ways, but yeah, it is crazy.
And you know what happens when you ramp them by 3? They just play Milo
they play another Mickey and Minnie. They just play another Mickey and Minnie. It's like what?
But I mean, the fact that you pay this for it's 0 cost shift.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so it's essentially, I mean, I don't want to be technical in the rules. That doesn't mean it's free. It does have a cost. That cost is 0. That does actually matter in the game. But yeah, duo shift is huge. One thing I do want to point out is, I mean, this has been pointed out elsewhere, but highlighting that they have altered the 5 lore design.
Again,
so we've had 5 lore before. I think it was on the Merida, was it?
No, it was
Mirabelle.
Mirabelle. They've now redesigned it for this. I like this version better.
It's a lot more appealing to the game sense of like, wow, 5 lore looks insane, as opposed to just 1 lore pip with a 5 in it. I get it for like symmetry and just like overall card design, but like when you're looking at this card and you see 5 lore pips on it, you're like, whoa, that makes it look even bigger, even stronger than it already was. But
I just gotta say, I think for Baja folks out there that were hoping Baja was going to go away, I'm sorry, I think it's not. I think
it's a different thing. I think those people might still be upset, but they might be upset in a different way now. All right, they didn't get your welcome 3 times and then bend to my will. Okay, they got turned to Mickey Minnie 5 cost 5/5 quest for 5. But for those that aren't aware, there's a 1 cost Emerald 2/2 vanilla Minnie, sorry. A 1 cost 1/1 Minnie that whenever this character quests, if you played another character this turn, gain 1 lore. A 2 cost Emerald 3/3 Minnie Mouse, so the Black Heron that quests for 1. And my favorite, the 2 cost Mickey Mouse Bob Cratchit himself. 2 cost 3/2 quest for 1, but has whenever this character quests, put the top card of your deck face down under him. Whenever this character is banished in a challenge, you may put all cards that were under him under another chosen character or location of yours. So
this is a good card.
You think to yourself, well, every time they banish my Mickey and Minnie, I get to ramp 3. Wrong. Because I quested my Mickey and I put a card underneath him. And then I shifted my Mickey and Minnie on top of that Mickey. And now I actually have 3 cards underneath him. I'm being ramped 4 instead. All right?
Yeah.
Do the math. So,
or you don't even have to play this one. You can play the 3-drop Mickey Detective and get that ramp anyway.
And get a ramp right beforehand. There are other minis that I think are less good. Minnie Mouse, Tiny Tim's Mother, 3 cost, uninkable 2/4 support quest for 2. The 3 cost 3/4 Enchanted Mickey from Fabled. Meh.
This card to me though is good no matter what. Like I think
Yep.
it's a shiftability is great at the ramp. That's like a great way to cheat it out, get yourself ramped up. But like once you've already gotten 7, 8 ink, you get this off the top of your deck. I'm still excited to
Yeah.
slam this card down. It's like,
Yeah.
what you gonna do? You've got to answer this card, and anything you answer. I mean, yeah, at that point, maybe I don't care about getting an extra ink, but like more resources, the
Well, we
better.
get the enchanted version too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pairing, and of course it's the poster children of Disney, right? Like I'm glad that it's getting all the love that it should be. A legendary duo card and an enchanted with it. It's fun. It's a really exciting card, I think, for the color pairing.
All right, so where are we putting this?
I think this is probably S tier.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next card here is that you, Brad? You up next?
Maybe. I think it might be. Or yeah, I guess it is me. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, unlikely pair. This is a 5-cost inkable 4/4 Storyborn team, hero, prince, princess, all of the tags there. Shift 3, you can shift this on either Rapunzel or Flynn Rider. 2 abilities, Clever Swap. Whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card, and Fresh Start. During your turn, whenever you discard a character card, you may play that character from your discard. You pay all costs, which is a new line of text that we've been seeing throughout this set because of all the discard manipulation and playing from the discard that we are seeing this set. This card quests for 2, and it's a really pretty card. I have not thought about anything with it yet. I haven't done any testing or any thought theory on what to do with it.
I think here's the way you look at it, right? You're drawing a card and discarding a card, but you're drawing a card and then discarding any card from your hand, right? So you've played this card, you shifted this card, whatever. What card are you about to play? Right? Whatever it is. Your 5 cost, your 4 cost, you're a 6 cost, a 4 cost, whether you shift it or whatever. Maybe you shifted it on with 4 ink and you shifted it and you have a 1 cost in hand or something. Whatever card you're about to play, that's the one you discard. Then you pay for it and you play it anyway because you were going to do that anyway. That was your turn. Or the beginning of your turn, you quest this, you draw a card, and now you decide to yourself, what card do I want to play first this turn? And that's the one you discard. So in reality, you're just drawing a card, right? This is questing and drawing you a card.
That's
because as long as you're just going to play the card that you were going to discard anyway, like you were going to play a card from your hand anyway. There's very few scenarios where I think you wouldn't be ready to just play the card that you're discarding anyway. Other than that, like you paid all 3 of your ink to shift this and then you quested, in which case you're just drawing and discarding, which still isn't the worst, right? We play cards that do that, Bobby, Mulan, etc. And 5 cost 4/4 quest for 2 is way better statted than some of these other ones that we saw. The 7 cost 4/4 than quest for 3 and Buzz and Woody. Some of these are 6 cost 4/4 quest for 2 and the Christopher Robin. Some of the this is way better than Christopher Robin in my opinion.
So hear me out too though. Take a card like Angel, right? That you have to discard to do damage with.
Yeah.
Now play that here with this card. Now it's like the penalty that you would have for discarding a card.
0.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. That's actually really good. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Synergies with other cards. Its synergy with itself is already decent enough, I think. But yeah, the synergy with other cards is big.
Woof. Yeah. There's some other Gothel cards and stuff too that they revealed while we were in Richmond that has, but I think it's 2 separate action or 2 separate triggers, right? I don't have the card open in front of me.
Maybe we can get Googly on. Does anyone have Googly's contact? Maybe we can get him on here because or just Rav Kyle to see, because now here's my thought, right? During your turn, whenever you discard a card, you may play that card from your discard. You pay all costs. So I shift this Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. I quest, I draw a card, and I discard a card. That card I discarded is Mother Knows Best. And I have a 3-cost character, or I have a Singer 3 character in play. Am I allowed to then sing that card to pay its cost when I discard it? Or do I have to pay its ink cost?
Wait. You're talking about which card?
If he discarded a Mother Knows Best and he has a Singer 3 on board,
Yep.
can that character sing the song that he's discarding from this effect?
Because it says
because that's a character.
during your
I think
turn, whenever you discard a character card, you may play that
Oh.
character from your card. Okay, all right. Well, that answers that. Okay.
Yeah.
So singing
Reading the card, I don't get to say that.
Wait,
That always
wait,
gets said.
wait. So, what if it has an alternate cost, though? Right? I mean, do we have any Scrooge McDuck in Emerald or Steel? Right? Because obviously Scrooge McDuck breaks that in Sapphire, and now you have 3 colors. But like, if I discarded the Sapphire legendary Scrooge McDuck, you may play this character from your discard. You pay all costs. Could I exert 4 items as the cost for playing that? We don't need to know necessarily the answer, but it's an interesting.
That's an interesting.
Well, that's an infinity question anyway.
And it's also a 3 ink color infinity question that can exist, but maybe there are other alternative cost cards that exist.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I want to say yes, because you would pay. You still pay all the cost. You're just using its alternative cost effect to do so.
Would you bet your lore guide license on that?
Ooh, his lore guide license.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, let's grade this card. I'm just going to skate right past that question.
I think this is pretty good. I think this is at least A, in my opinion.
I'm good on that one.
I'm
excited about this next one.
Above Mushu, I would say.
Above Mushu, yeah. I'll agree with that. Do the next one. Ruby.
All right. Yep. And I think this one is you, right, Andy?
It's me. All right. So we got Maylin Lee, popular red panda, the 6-cost 4/5 storyborn hero red panda with temporary shift 3. You may pay 3 to play this on top of one of your characters named Maylin Lee. At the end of your turn, remove all damage from this character and return only this card to your hand. It quests for 3, and it has the ability Karaoke Queen, aka Brad's nickname on Thursday night.
Let's go.
Once during your turn,
Queen.
whenever this character sings a song, gain 3 lore. I gain 4 lore whenever you sing, though, Brad. So I think you're the real karaoke winner in my book. But
oh my god.
Yeah, the temporary shift is really cool. I actually didn't realize it until just now in reading this that it only returns the top card. So your shift target remains, which is kind of nifty. You don't have to replay it. Turn 3, you shift this, quest for 3, sing a song, or sing a song instead, and you gain 3 lore. It is really nice that it kind of gives you that 3 lore no matter what. So you have the opportunity to shift this, sing something like Pirate's Life, gain 5, they lose 2.
It's also a good control piece too. Like if you have to beat on something, she could probably survive. And then because when you shift her at the end of your turn, shift her back at the end of your turn, all that damage is going away, and you could just shift her again next turn and sing whatever you wanted to do. Like
that is really
nice. This card is insane. And the fact that it's paired with this one too, if you want to try some Ruby Amber songs, Maylin Lee, Losing Control is like the new Ariel. She allows you to find a song or a character like Ariel would do on 3. Of course, you'd have to wait for your shift on the next turn, a little bit off curve there. But the one that I'm the most impressed with is in Ruby Amethyst, the Maylin Lee Superficially Obedient. It's a 2/3 quest for 1. And whenever you shift off of her at the end of your turn, this character becomes evasive until the start of your next turn. So she's protected by that little evasive bubble after the shift. And then you could potentially just do it again.
So you shift, you do
whatever you want to do.
Quest, challenge, sing, and then the card comes off of it, and this card remains evasive.
the card comes off of it, and remember, it takes away all damage too if you did anything with that too, and it makes this evasive until the start.
But
of
it also means
turn.
that the card you shifted onto is evasive and can challenge evasive characters, which is potentially, helpful.
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So
I didn't even think about it that way. I was thinking about the protection of her after the shift.
Right. Yeah, I mean, after this, great. Yeah, but it also allows for a challenge. The character that shifts on top of it.
See it, Dumbo.
It's pretty nifty.
It's a fun card. I really like this temporary shift mechanic. I think it's very thematic for turning red in these particular characters, both Mei Ling Li and Ming Li as well. Both having temporary shift abilities, which is pretty cool. In fact, I'll just bring up the do I have Ming Li? I don't have the Ming Li one ready to go. Sorry.
Ming Li.
The 10-10, the giant red panda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one 9 cost, cool. 10-10, temporary shift 7. This character challenges another character. Ready here, she gain quest for the rest of your turn.
I haven't even seen this card.
I know, it's sick. It's like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh.
I think these are such great thematic, and I really hope we see kind of like
let's go
more of these cards. This type of shift mechanic going forward. It's really, really cool.
We have the Chanty too.
Yeah, that's cute.
But I don't have really much more to add. I think you both really covered it. Where do we want to put it on the?
I think it's an A for me. I really like the card. I might be biased. I like the versatility of it. All the things you can do with shifting with it. I'm voting A, but I will.
I'll agree with A.
Yeah.
Above or below Mushu?
I think above Mushu.
Above Mushu, for sure.
All right. Sounds good. Next card.
All right. Next card is a Ruby Steel. Sorry, I was like blanking on ink colors. Yeah, Ruby Steel, 8 cost inkable, dash par and violet par, super siblings, 5 strength, 5 willpower, storyborn team superhero. This is a combo shift 6. So this is, you may pay 6 ink to play this on top of one of your characters named dash par, one named violet par, or one of each. It also has evasive, resist +1, resist matters, guys. And then it has the ability incredible tactics. Whenever this character quests or challenges, draw a card for each card under them. And this quests for 2.
Yeah, and it you can have a lot of cards under them with all the low cost jacks or dashes and violets, as well as their shifts before that. Opens this up to be a really strong card in the draw power that it has when you finally get to that shift 6 on both of them. The testing that I've had so far, it becomes a problem not just because of the resist, but the evasive and the resist make it surprisingly annoying to deal with. Lumpy. Well, Lumpy solves everything. we know that, and we know we're getting a new Lumpy this set.
6-7.
There it is. Here we go. Here's not the Lumpy you're talking about, but since
we
have a Lumpy reference, there's a new Lumpy. We got to call that out.
Well, we could you could play several of those Lumpies and move the damage over. 3 of those Lumpies. Take out that other one.
Lumpy, the MVP of limited and winter spell.
Yeah. So here is sort of in a bubble, which Dash and Violet currently are. Sort of review of this card. Like 8 cost, 5/5 quest for 2. I don't have to tell you that's bad. Even a 6 cost 5/5 quest for 2 if you're shifting it. 5/5 evasive resist 1 is a good card. The ability is so appetizing, right? Like draw a card for each card under them, so you're guaranteed draw 1 every time this card quests.
2, because you have to have Violet and Dash.
No, it's Dash, Violet, or one of each.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Which is different than duo shift, which we saw before, which is one and the other. Or the other ones we saw, which was like Woody and Buzz, which was just shift, and it was Woody or Buzz. You cannot shift Woody and Buzz on top of one Woody and one Buzz. You don't have the combo shift. So like without knowing the dashes and the violets, I need good dashes and good violets.
They're all good.
A whole curve. I need them the whole curve up, and then I need to consume like all of them. I need to consume, and so I know they have shifts, right? So, but without that, it's dash plus violet, shift onto here. You're drawing 2 cards. But now they have a shift dash and there's a shift violet, right? So here's the shift dash and the shift
They're
violet.
all evasive and resistant. Have resist as well too. Let me get the violet shift out there. There's 2.
Here's the violet, the 2-drop.
2-drop.
So
sorry, I just changed it to the big one.
So shift 3, that's fine. Or you play another hero character, you draw a card, then choose and discard a card. So I mean, we are, we've had to play one, shift it, play another, shift it, then shift this on top of all of them, and now we quest for 2 and we draw 4 cards. I feel like there's an easier way to hit that jackpot.
You also have this from the last set. So this final part, the 1/2/1 alert, quest for 1, and then what does dash have overall?
Dash is evasive,
right? But we have to have. You really have to play and shift both violet and dash, and then shift this on top to be able to draw 4 to see massive gains. Whereas, I mean, what is that? What is the beast character that comes into play with 4 damage on it? It's like a 4-cost 5/5 quest for 3 or something like that. Maybe it's a 5-cost 5/5 quest for 3.
I'll look it up.
You just play that and Ohana means family, and you're drawing cards way way easier. I feel like with way fewer conditionals and way fewer setup pieces, and I would have to be getting a lot of value out of all of the other components of this dash violet multi-level marketing scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. You need all these people underneath you in order to be able to draw cards.
It's clearly a bubble scheme.
It's a bubble.
I don't know. I mean, I think this goes back to the same thing I said about Mushu, which is is this ability, this incredible tactics, is this a trap? Do you fall into this trap with it? So if you shift this on 6, just on one of them, you quest or draw, so is a 6/5/5 quest for 2 that draws you a card. Is that good? I mean, granted that you're spending more resources to get it out there, but or challenge. I think the fact that it does both is what's really enticing here. Is it's not if this challenges, gain a draw a card. If this quest, gain a card. You have options here, so you end up because I mean that can be one of the things that happens in games a lot. It's well, I really want to draw that card, but I really need to clear the board, and so maybe I'd want a quest just to get the card to find another piece of removal or another answer and stuff. But here you don't have to make that choice. And I mean, resist is annoying. I was joking about it's resist matters, but
it kind of does.
It is annoying here, and I think the evasive part is annoying here as well.
There's a lot more resist. The whole supers deck seems really good with this set because of the resist that comes from Mrs. Incredible, the extra strength that comes from Mr. Incredible, and the draw power there. I feel like there's something here with the Incredibles if we build around it and build it fundamentally with good removal and everything, that these cards are hard to deal with.
Yeah, I think actually that helps though. My rating is that I think this card needs a build around. Yeah. It's not good on its own. And so for that, I think I would rate it lower because it's not a card that I'm going to put in everything. It's an auto include. It's a card that it's I have to have deck that it's going to work around. So
I think compared to Mickey and Minnie, which you definitely also need to have a deck that is built around it, I think the payoff of the Mickey Mini is infinitely higher than the payoff versus setup of this card. I have it in. I'd probably put it in like C, maybe
I'd put it
low
above
B,
the Horned King. Yeah.
above the Horn.
Yeah, I would-
Yeah, I was leaning B, but I'm always more generous with it because I do like the card. I just haven't tested with it myself. I've tested against it, and it seems like it could be pretty good in the right build. So, yeah,
All right.
we'll see.
Brad, you want to take me to my nightmares for the next card?
I was hoping one of you would, so I could do the last one.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Andy, you want to do it?
Absolutely, that's fine with me. We got next up is a Sapphire Legendary Quackerjack Looney Toy Maker. It's a 5-cost, uninkable, 2/4 Storyborn Super Villain Inventor, Vince Nightmare. And it is has an quest for 2, has the ability Evil Design. When you play this character and whenever he quests, put the top 4 cards of your deck into your discard. You may deal 1 damage to chosen character for each item card put into your discard this way. So 5 cost 2/4 quest for 2 is like so bad. But like I'll bite. I'll play along for a little bit. I get this out there. Somehow it isn't removed, right? Because our 5/4 we were worried about getting removed. And this is a 2/4.
It's a 2/4.
It's not removed somehow. Maybe they're just too scared to look at it and acknowledge it. I quest. I guess it's whenever you play it. So when you play
you get it on play. You get it on an ETB effect.
So I play it, and I flip over 4 cards. If there are 4 items, I get a free Thunderbolt. Let's go. We're going to ignore the fact that I just lost 4 items. They're probably not that good anyway. Why? I had them in my deck there just to be discarded.
You like how this card came out after Tammy rotated, so we can't get those items back.
Yeah, Tammy's gone. Can't get the items back. I mean, we don't even have like the Bell Dual Ink anymore, right? We used to have that Bell Dual Ink that would put items from your discard under your deck and gain you lore or something like that. So like, this is another one of those cards that it kind of feels like maybe the person in charge of items at Ravensburger is like Creed from The Office, and they're just kind of like
Quabity Auschwitz.
They're just there, and they're like, yeah, I don't know, man. This thing does like item stuff. Like, yeah, items are great, right? And then like every now and then someone comes over and is like, hey, dude, we should have an item like lantern that like gets, and he's like, of course, man, absolutely, great idea, absolutely. Good one. And just like incorporates anything anyone suggests to them, and they're just like, yeah, because this falls into that category of like, there was one last set too, it was like a Scrooge or something that you like, when you played it, you like discarded an item and then brought an item back to your hand or put it on the top of your deck or something. Just these Rube Goldberg abilities that just are don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So the first I'll start with the negative case. This artwork is terrifying. It is like this is what I imagine puts folks into padded rooms.
More or less kind of card than Headless Man Horse.
It is so terrifying.
This is the kind of card that when I play it, I'm playing it facing you. The intimidation factor. Look at this. And that's right. This is a Brad coded card. I would do some shenanigans. I would try some shenanigans with it. Like,
this artwork looks like it came from something like that show when we were kids. Like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Real Monsters.
Yeah.
Real.
It's like, oh my god, terrifying.
I thought you were gonna say, for whatever reason, just lean into. Looks like it came from a show from our childhood, like Darkwing Duck. Like, yeah, it did.
It did.
It did.
But it's positive cases. I think it's one positive case. You could have a one of in your deck where it's like you need to
why?
get porter removal. I'm listen, I'm making a crazy case here, all right? I'm like, I need to have like a tinfoil hat on my desk when I do this.
But
So
it's
you know
not
I'm not being serious.
So
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good.
I just don't know what, but like,
If
if
you're
like,
playing
I'm
this in
penciling down this pass with you, I'm
Sapphire
like, why?
Steel, why wouldn't you just play a Thunderbolt instead?
And then that's,
Well, I'm
I want to
saying
go
that
down this path
you're
with
not
Vince.
playing steel. You've
Yeah.
chosen to not play steel. You've chosen to play any other color other than steel.
Like
with it.
emerald.
And
You're
you're
playing
like, you know
emerald
what?
Sapphire item.
I need removal. And so I'm going to put this card into my
Along
deck.
with 30 odd items or so
Yeah.
we can hit enough to get removal each time. And then
I mean,
Tanny
hey,
from the
hey,
rotation bin.
I know it doesn't work, but in a 3 ink color deck, we can bring that Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. And then it's all of a sudden we're gravy. It's great.
There's got to be a card coming up in the
actually,
future or something that allows you to return items.
There's probably some. You're Brad. There is a crazy convoluted item cabal that exists in Lorcana, but the cards just aren't playable enough. However, I do think, Vince, you bring up a really good point here. You talk about playing it with the Rapunzel or something. I think this technically says put the top 4 cards of your deck into your discard. So I don't know that counts as you discarding the cards, right? So I think something like maybe Flynn and Rapunzel. Just another reason maybe we get Rav Kyle on here and grill him about some of these rules. Although I'm sure he probably has a long list of people who are wanting to grill him about the rules.
Well, the first thing he would point out is that this card cannot be played with Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Doing
Well,
that a lot
that's when
tonight.
we go to first, though. The first trajectory is to go to Ryan Miller, get him to errata this just one copy of the card.
Super sealed. This is a world super sealed match.
All right,
Where
where are we putting
both
this
these
on the tier
legendaries?
list? I'm putting this D. I think
Yeah,
this is
I think we
the
have to
worst
put it
card
in
we've
here.
seen.
I want to add a new
and
tier
then
and put it as
hope
F.
that somebody breaks it and makes us look foolish in the
This is
future. but I
hero
don't-
tier. This is hero tier for sure. The lowest tier possible.
All right. You want to take the last one here, Mr. Mayor?
I do. Thank you for allowing me to skip my turn because the last legendary in Steel in Attack of the Vine is a 5-cost uninkable in Scar created by the Vine. He is a 5/4 Floodborn Vineling, which I think is the first Vineling that we've talked about in the legendaries here, and the only one. He has 2 abilities. Victor's Reward. During your turn, whenever one of your Floodborn characters banishes another character in a challenge, gain 1 lore, and fill the ranks. Sorry, I got distracted because I was trying to put the card in the thing at the same time. During an opponent's turn, whenever one of your Floodborn characters is banished, draw a card, and he quests for 1. And holy cow, does he look incredible. This might be my new favorite Scar art in the game. I've been talking about Nicholas Cole's Vicious Cheater since set 2, and I still love it, but holy cow, the green tint, everything about this card, and the fact that it's legendary and it's going to be embossed and sticking out, it's going to look incredible, and I cannot wait to get it. Don't know if I'm going to play it. It's very much regarding it. I don't play a lot of Steel well, I guess I have been recently with Dwarves, but it's going to be very much centered around challenge heavy and Floodborn characters. So I don't know, but I love looking at this card. What do you guys think about it?
So one thing I'll say is it's actually
Pretty
pretty fairly statted, I think.
Yeah.
5 cost. It is uninkable, but 5/4 quest for 1. It's not a terribly statted, and its abilities I think are pretty decent. Which getting that 1 lore whenever one of your characters gets banished in a challenge, and then the card draw ability too. So you're going to play this, I think, in a very Floodborn Matters deck. And the good news is we've got a decent amount of Floodborns in this set as we kind of say bye to that storyline. So actually, I think this card could be pretty good.
Yeah. By you, Andy, you got any thoughts about it?
Yeah, I was just trying to bring up how many Floodborn cards. 96 Floodborns, probably includes some duplicates there as well.
In the rotation?
But yeah, after rotation hits, there is a big number of ones in this new set. Although in Steel, there's only a 3, 4, and 6 cost. Sorry, and 10 cost if you count the Vine. So you will have to pair it with something else, like maybe Amethyst has the most other Floodborn characters, 1, 2, 4, and 5 cost, that you could sort of pair this with. I agree with Brad. This art is stunning. My first thought is like, how can I alter this, quote unquote, like paint over the green with like glow in the dark paint, some like clear glow in the dark sort of paint, so that in the dark it looks, because this has like that sort of glowing glow in the dark sort of effect to it. We also have
what if it does glow in the dark? Bro, I would die.
Right?
I would die.
The enchanted version. We also have the enchanted version, which
also has the green tint for the Vineling. It's so good.
It's a very controversial card.
It is a controversial card.
We'll talk about it.
Personally, I love the like, different uniqueness to it. The uniqueness to it. We got a white border for the first time, basically.
I just wish it was in line with the rest of them.
Yeah, it is.
All
it is
the
an outlier.
Look incredible, but this is very much an outlier. But it's a good one. Like the bias aside to the character, it's incredible. But when you look at all the enchanteds, it's like, whoa, that
Which
one
movie poster
out.
is this imitating now?
That's a good question. I've been wondering that on a few of them myself. I don't.
So this certainly has to be like a style. Either maybe not like a specific movie poster that stands out, but like a style of movie posters that exists that has like this, it is clearly a rectangle poster, but we're just going to cut off a big corner of it and leave it out to do nothing, kind of thing. It is a really cool style. I really like it. The card itself, it feels like the other Steel Scar. It feels like a card that has like almost great abilities, but also almost just not good abilities at all. Like giving all of your Floodborns the Calhoun effect and giving all of your Floodborns the Diablo draw a card effect on banish is great. Like that's awesome. But it's again going to depend on like it's like the honey one, right? It depends on all these Floodborns. Are all these Floodborns cards that I am happy or okay at least playing in the other slots in this deck just so that I can get the synergy? Do they do other jobs for me that are worthwhile enough for me to play them instead of other cards, so that I can get the benefit of this scar?
I think you're talking about the
Yeah, that was another one where I felt like it was. I mean, in fact, look at the stats: 5 cost, 4, 5 cost, uninkable, 5 card.
Yeah, except they quest for one more,
and like it has this super high upside for the ally thing. Just giving your allies +1 is great. Like it never really worked out. And I'm afraid this new scar may fall into a similar category. But I do like it. It does look really nice.
So where are we going to put it on the chart?
I think based on the conversation, we have to kind of put it middle of the road. Yeah, somewhere, B-ish.
Maybe
my biasness would put me at an A, but that's
I would put it high B. I think
above Christopher Robin and
above Christopher Robin for sure. And yeah, I would kick it over Pocahontas, but we'll see. Yeah, I think. I think Pocahontas. We're on Scar. It's fine. I think that's a fair list right there.
Well, there we go. There you have it. That's all of our legendaries ranked. We did it.
Quite a distribution we got there. throughout
Nice,
them all.
even
I like it. I
distribution.
feel pretty good
I
actually
think it's a
about it.
pretty fair one. I'm still toward like I think Mushu's too high, but
That's fair.
we'll see how things play out. What I want to know is what everybody watching and is listening
Yes.
thinks about this list. Is this list final? Are we making any changes?
I have no changes to make. No.
I'm locking it in.
Locking it in. So I want to hear what everybody else thinks about it. I
Yes.
think it's pretty solid.
And
Yep.
if you're
Yeah,
watching this during the set 13 Attack of the Vines set champs, because you're catching up on all of our old episodes, please definitely comment and let us know how we did.
Yes.
Are you losing to is Quacker Jack just absolutely stomping your meta?
Yeah.
If so,
Are
I
you drawing
apologize.
hundreds of cards off of Merida?
Otherwise, if so, we apologize. But please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, please do. All right. So, any last kind of things we want to say about cards standing out before we get to this cool mini game?
Yeah, can we talk about the potato?
The
Potato.
There's a
Potato.
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 They revealed a potato.
Make it a potato.
Was so excited. We should probably get that up on the screen. Yeah, I'm surprised. We just it slipped our mind last week. I said yesterday with everything that we talked about last week that I got to the end of the episode. I was like, we didn't talk about the potato. Like it's this card swept all of social media with all of the socials and Twitch streams, and everybody was talking about this wild potato that Disney Lorcana put into the game. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with a potato that essentially does nothing? And I got super, super excited when one of our friends, our locals, our metamates, Chip, the Gargoyle Glimmer, gave us the history of this potato in Darkwing Duck. Allegedly, we didn't know at the time what this potato was going to do. If it was just a joke card or what. Emily even thought, she's like, that card's real. Like days later, I was like, oh yeah, that's a real card. And I got super, super excited and jumped into the lore with Chip. And it turns out just a few days later, they revealed it's a shift target.
Yeah.
Which I need to pull up here for you. In Posey, the vampire potato, which is maybe one of the most terrifying cards in the game. I know we just talked about Quacker Jack, but that card doesn't scare me like a vampire potato does.
That's true.
They made
I'm just gonna say though that's fine because the Posey eventually gets eaten by Potato Captain.
Oh
Yes.
He's making potatoes.
He's making.
Potatoes. Yeah, so those potatoes got to be coming from somewhere. I'm just saying, Posey's in trouble.
I do want to give a special shout out to Googly again. We talked about him a little bit earlier that he did make a nice video. He's been making great videos about questions about rules that you might have. Because the biggest question about the potato shift here, potato shift 5, is that items come in and items don't dry, but so that's why the potato comes in exerted. So that if you wanted to shift this on the same turn, you can't really do anything with it. Well, it turns out they made a special rule in the CRD about this card because there are ways to ready the potato, but even when you do it's a specific potato rule in the rules of the game now that even if you are to ready the potato and shift Posey onto the potato, she still has to dry, unfortunately, so you can't cheat that out. But even Googly was on board. Is like, if you can do all of that in a single turn, I think you should be rewarded. But unfortunately,
I think you should
it's just
honestly.
a potato.
Microbot.
I think you should do. One thing I will say is when the potatoes were like revealed before we found out its shift.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people that were speculating that was Lorcana going to get the first Exodia. An Exodia is a assembly card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That basically if you assemble all the pieces to that, you then get you win the game. And so was Lorcana gonna get its own Exodia? The answer, no. Yeah. At least not yet. Not yet.
Mr.
Still many
Potato
sets
Head.
to go.
That was
Mr. Potato Head would be
Mr. Potato Head.
Would be fantastic if it was. But
well, I mean, you think about it, like its original lore, that's how it was. You got a potato, and you've got all the accessories, and then they only made them plastic later, I think, right?
Yeah,
that's my understanding, at least.
Really?
So we
The potato head toy used to
Yeah.
be like you use an actual potato.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
That-
sure.
You didn't know that?
I guess that checks out. No, I didn't know that. Why would I know that?
What do you mean? Why? Like,
I don't know.
gosh, Brad.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
maybe
potatoes pretty
One
awesome. I have like a whole list of cards that I think are somewhat playable and pretty nice. But honestly, we could probably talk about that next week as we get closer, or maybe even the week after as we get closer to, the meta game, and it saves me from saying a card's good and then turns out it sucks. But yeah, a lot of interesting cards. I think I saw someone say online, this is this is our second rotation, but this is the first rotation where the rotating set, like the new set that's coming in, is all new cards. So when we rotated out sets 1 through 4, we really rotated out sets 1 through 4 minus 100, 200 cards, right? Whereas now we are truly rotating out 4 full sets. So that definitely feels really interesting.
Feels really weird.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all the new replacement cards.
I did just fact check because I wanted to be clear. So, yep, the original Mr. Potato Head, which debuted in 1952, was just a kit and it had all the plastic pieces with little pins, and kids were meant to stick them into original actual potatoes or other vegetables. But the first plastic potato head came out in 1964.
Nice.
Interesting.
So, yeah, fun lore. Shall we go into the mini game?
Absolutely. We can play it. I've got a fun mini game here. We're going to have to take turns here. But we are going to be ranking the enchanted or iconic artwork from Attack of the Vine without knowing what comes next. So you're going to be shown an enchanted card. You're going to have to rank it 1 through 5.
No. Yeah.
And then another one is going to be shown, and then another one, and another one. It is all enchanteds and iconics. Those are the only ones that are included. There's no, once you've locked in and moved on to the next card, whatever you've ranked it as. So we'll start with one of you. When the card comes up, tell us how you feel about the card. Tell us where you maybe want to put it and why you would like to put it there. Sometimes even if it might be the best card that comes up, I mean, you can't put it number 1 if there might be an even better card, so.
So is this 1 through 20 is what we're doing then?
No, 5. You're ranking 5. We're ranking 5 enchanted.
Oh,
You're
we're
gonna get
ranking
5
each.
random
Okay.
enchanted. So
Yeah,
you don't
gotcha.
even know.
Okay,
You're
got
not
it.
gonna have
All
to go through all of them. If I was going through
Okay.
all of them, that'd be cheating. That'd be too
Yeah.
easy. You just rank them all in your head. Yeah, okay. So who wants to go first?
Go on, Brad. Do you want to do it first?
Brad? All right, you ready? I can't hear you, Brad. You've muted yourself. You hit the mute button on your microphone.
I don't know how I did that. I am nervous, but yes, I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go, Brad. Rank these Attack of the Vine enchanted and iconic cards without knowing what comes next. First up, we've got Sully and Boo. This is the Scare Buddies. It's a 6-cost inkable, 6/5 combo shift 4. When this character is banished, if any of the cards under it were then character cards, you may play them for free.
Are you picking them or are they already predetermined?
No, these are random. This is completely random. This is not predetermined. So it could be Scar. Scar could be there.
I really like this one, but I feel bad giving it the 5, so I'm gonna put 4.
Right. Wow.
4.
Yeah. Because I know what other things there are. Fine. Let's make it the baseline. Let's make baseline 3. We'll say
3. You want 3? Are you sure?
No, I like 4.
4 is good. Okay, we're going to the next card.
You can't ask me if I'm sure because I'm going to doubt myself.
Maylin Lee, popular red panda. One that is very controversial. Many think does not fit the style of this enchanted set. Personally, I love the sticker style. I've got 2 legs decked out in tattoos that are basically just like stickers on the side of a signpost. That's like my inspiration. So this style
agree with
is great.
all of that. I agree with all of that. I like the card, just like the Scar, and it doesn't really jive with me with the rest of the set,
Right.
and I
goes
will
one?
no, it's going to 5.
It's going to
And
5.
yeah, it's going to 5.
Okay.
So the next one's better be good. And I haven't seen the movie, so I don't have any affinity for it. So
He hasn't even seen the movie. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Next card. Next up, we've got Todd and Copper.
Oh yeah, that's a
Best
2. That's a
of
2 for sure.
Friends. This is 2,
Number
number 2.
two.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We put it
I'm
number
holding
2.
out hope. I'm holding out hope that
Next
one of my
card.
favorites is coming.
Darkwing
Ooh,
Duck and
that's-
Launchpad. Ooh, maybe not everyone's favorite show
It's
or
pretty.
enchanted
It's
card,
a
but this
good
card
card.
is a pretty cool looking card. You got them. He's got his wrench here and the blaster and his little Darkwing mobile.
We're going 1. I like the
Going
colors.
one.
I like.
We're going 1.
It's like our colors.
Okay.
It's like our colors.
It
Yeah,
is
look
like
at
our
it.
colors. Okay. We're going 1. Here it is. Number 3. Your number 3 enchanted in your ranking is Carl, Fredrickson, and Russell.
It's a good one. I think 3 is fair.
How do you feel about your overall list here, Brad? How did
I
it
like it.
finish out?
I like my list a lot.
This is a good ranking.
This is great.
All right.
They're all great. They're all great. And I think in my order of preference, it's 1 through 5. Yeah, I think I did it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. He did it. He survived.
All right.
We're going to play again. Vince, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. Your first up is Maleficent and Diablo.
It's a good one.
Remember, Kirsten probably won't watch this episode, so you can say whatever you want. It's all right.
You know what? I feel pretty solidly at putting this one at 4.
4. Okay. All right.
Ooh, I think
all right. 4. Next up, we've got Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. This is when I
feel confident in locking this one at 5.
5. You don't like this one? Look, it's got. Is that Maximus? It's got Maximus
It is
in
Maximus.
the background.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty. But I think longtime viewers will know my opinion about Emerald.
Okay, all right.
It's based on the ink color.
Next up, we've got Merida, one of the most playable legendaries of the set, according to
I'll
us
lock
here.
this in as a 3. This is a 3.
3. Okay. All right.
Boy,
I'm really risking it here, though. I'm going out on a limb.
Oh, we got the Belle and Beast iconic.
Number 1, baby.
Number 1.
That is definitely a 1.
That's a 1. All right, that wouldn't be a 1 for me. That wouldn't be one for me.
That's
but
a 1.
All right.
That's a beautiful card.
And next
so
up,
pretty.
at number 2, the last one here, we've got Sully and Boo.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with your list? You wouldn't change anything? You wouldn't put Maleficent higher?
I would have put Maleficent higher.
Maleficent
would be a 2.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
For me. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that list. Yeah.
Well
all right.
All right, Andy.
All right, I'll go here.
Run.
Here we
Lightning
go.
round.
Here's what we're gonna do. Sully and Boo. This is a solid baseline 3. All right. This is where you guys should have been putting this one. This is a great card, but there's great ones better than it. I do love the frame of like the door.
It's also subjective.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski.
Hey,
Here we go. We got the Mike Wazowski. This is number 2. And the only reason it's not going number 1 is because I built this game. I've played this game before. I know that there are other cards that there's Aladdin and Genie. All right. We've got
all right.
You know, we've got some really good. We got Lilo and Stitch out there. Okay, so we're gonna go Mike Wazowski at 2. Lock it in. Darkwing Duck and Launchpad. So if I put this at 5, and then I get the Madrigal family, you're gonna be so mad.
That's a risk, bro.
So we're gonna lock this in at 4. Okay.
Wow. Hard difference.
And then look, what I tell you. I knew it.
It's such a pretty
We're locking
card.
this in.
It's
We're
so
locking this in
pretty.
at 5.
That is very pretty. That is so pretty, though.
We're locking this in at 5. Look, the villain is right here in the art. I don't like that they put the villain and the heroes in the same art. Okay, locking it in at 5, and then number 1, it's gonna happen. Here it is: Aladdin and Genie.
Honey Wizard. The Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yes.
All right,
And you don't like that at number 1.
You don't like that card.
No.
So all right.
I think in reality, I would put Belle and Beast down at 3, and we'd move Mike and Sully up. I was really hoping to get one of those good ones. Let's just hope this is not reflective of my Attack of the Vine.
You know what I want to say?
Although
really
if I grab
quickly,
the iconic, won't complain.
I saw Garrick open the Dash and Violet, and the shine on it is something different. Like it seems like they've enhanced the foiling again on the Enchanteds this set. I was watching his pack openings and stuff. I can't wait to see. I'm hoping I'm as fortunate as I was in the last set to pull some Enchanteds, because the Dash and Violet one that I shouldn't say personally seen, but I saw on his video was absolutely gorgeous. So I just wanted to shout that out because that was really cool.
All right. With that, let's move on to villain of the set nominees. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So apologies to Gantu. This week we start the vote for villain of the set. Oh, Andy, did you say something? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that we are gonna skip over Constituents Corner for this week, but I know you guys are really anxious to get your questions answered, but we will bring that back as soon as possible. Yeah. We just had some
next week.
We had some mail issues. Brad's dog attacked the mailman. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah. He literally pulls mail out of the mail slot when it comes through. Like,
that's so awesome.
He doesn't hate the mailman, but he does bring up the mail. It's quite comical. But sorry, Vince.
Right. No, you're all good. So apologies to Gantu. This week we will start the vote for the villain of the set, and our nominees are Cruella, Judgmental Traveler, Snowfort, Olaf, Snowman of Action, Mickey Mouse, Expedition Leader, Eleanor, Renowned Diplomat, Spooky Sight, Milo Thatch, Getting His Hands Dirty.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, where are you putting your marker? Where are you putting the thumb on the scale this time?
Well, to give possibly new listeners just kind of a rundown of what this is, these are all cards that were problematic at the time of the episodes that we launched. We do a villain of the week every episode, and I feel like the one that stands out to me the most, like Milo Thatch, is going to be a problem for weeks to come, and it very well could be the vote being the most recent one. But I think Eleanor is also just a threat that is going to have to be dealt with for sets to come. But they all have their place. Snowfort, Cruella was more of a pre-release kind of early set thing. Very much deserved her place at the time, but didn't really see much play after that. But I'm probably going to pick Eleanor to answer your question after so much talking there.
Eleanor is the clear favorite in my opinion, although I am definitely rooting for Milo Thatch or Olaf, who I think are both great runner-ups.
Olaf is insane.
I think Olaf could be a sneaky card that could end up taking down villain of the set here.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
I'd actually be hilarious if he does.
We'll have that link to the way for you guys to vote in the description, right, Brad?
Yep. We'll have a Google form set up,
and will be a mystery prize. How about that? We haven't figured out the prize, so just put it down as mystery prize, shipping to the US only.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
Let's say yes.
With that, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're joining us on audio, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. By the way, guys, I don't know if you know this, but our one Pandora listener now listens to us not only on Pandora.
Let's go. Awesome. We could stop paying Pandora $20 a month for getting our podcast on there. Crazy.
Shout out to Jamie.
And if you're joining us on YouTube, which if you're not, you really should. We have a ton of fun over here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified of all of our other amazing content, including Deck Test Tuesday, which will be starting up at some point after the new set launches. The meta report, which I imagine also will probably be starting up at some point after the new set launches. And so, yeah, we hope to see you back for more content.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it, but it's nice to have a break for a couple weeks in doing it, because it's a lot of work, but I'm glad everybody likes it. And I'm glad you get to tune in, because we understand your time is valuable, and we appreciate you spending some of it with us. If you would like to follow along as we plot our devious plans, you can find us on all the socials at Rules of Villainy, and we have a growing community on Discord, which you could join with the link below.
Until next week, stay safe, fellow villains. Be wary of wannabe heroes who want to disrupt your villainous plans. And as always, remember the rules of villainy.